invited Sunnydale High School
for an unofficial senior prom reunion.
What's the deal with the school?
They closed it down after that incident with Leslie.
And we found him like this.
Somebody took the tape.
People find out we were involved in this. Our lives are over. We make a pledge right now. This will never happen.
Welcome Sunnydale High School alumni. Somewhere in the premises is a magical videotape that will set you all free.
One of us is messing with the others. No tape, no nothing.
If you fail to find the tape by the stroke of midnight, you'll be found by the police, and the guilty will pay for their sins.
Somebody's definitely messing with us.
It could be you, it could be any of us.
What I can get too.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna do anything about it.
Watch your back, because whoever it is, they're out to get the rest of us.
Let's just find the tape and get out of here, right?
Carl here from Brrraaains Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. Horror movie review time, continuing the Brotherhood series talk through. And while it might be the fifth film in this series, the Brotherhood V Alumni marks a tone shift for the franchise, one that borrows heavily from the likes of I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is an extremely questionable decision when you think about it. This film came out in 2009. Bit late to be borrowing from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Not only that though, the supernatural elements of the series, which was a major component of what made them stand out, aside from the homoerotic elements of course, all of that's gone. So this franchise turns into nothing more than a substandard slasher flick, and that is incredibly disappointing. Happily though, it is as gay as always. In fact, thanks to one particular scene, it is the gayest yet. Starring Brett Novak, Arthur Napontek, Preston Davis, Maria Acheves, Nathan Parsons, Oscar Rodriguez and Lindsay Landers. As per usual, David Cotier handles directing duties with a story written by Moses Rutger. There have been very few reasons to get excited about this series to date, let's be honest, and I'm gonna warn you now, sadly in a way, the Brotherhood V Alumni does nothing to rectify that. The story surrounds a group of students at Sunnydale High playing a prank on another student that results in him being killed. By who? No one knows, and no one is willing to admit to it. Of course, this will be the end for all of their individual aspirations, so they agree to hide the body and never tell anyone about what happened. They agree to take the secret to their grave. How bloody original. It doesn't stop there though. 1 year later, they all receive a letter suggesting that someone knows what they did and is demanding they return to the school to face it. Which should be a terrifying prospect, but this cast of bland characters treated like a reunion, wandering the halls after hours in a defunct school, of course, drinking, flirting and having softcore sex. Of course, someone wanted them to come back, clearly. A killer is stalking the halls. But is it someone who knows what they did, or is it someone trying to cover their tracks? Ooh, the mystery. Nobody cares. It is extremely hard to care. The story setup is such a blatant rip-off, but lacks the acting or characters or writing to be interesting. The location and after-hours school is extremely boring to be in, and the killer aspect is lazy and insipid to watch. Like most of the movies in this franchise, the Brotherhood V Alumni is not a gory movie, but neither is it creepy or scary. What it is homoerotic. And in a first for the franchise, this movie actually has openly gay characters. Talk about a step forward. It's just a pity that everywhere else it's a step bloody back. The Brotherhood V Alumni is arguably the worst of the franchise to date because of how little it tries to be original. I don't love the other four up to this point, and I certainly don't love the one that follows. I'll be talking about it in another video, but this was a real like, oh, what have they done here? What is going on now? As I say, I praise the fact that we have got first time we've got openly gay characters in it, but all of that is still meshed around the homoerotic elements that we've seen throughout the series so far. Softcore stuff, nothing that's going to shock anybody, aside unless you're homophobic, of course. There's one particular scene in a gym area that goes on for quite a while. I think it's the most risque the series has ever actually done. But I think that's open for debate too as well. That might just be me, mainly because of how long that section is more than anything else. But around that, it's just so boring and bland. Here it is, Brotherhood 5, Alumni. One more to go. But you got any thoughts on this one? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?